Well, good day, troops. How's she hanging? Pretty good here. Boy, oh boy, this doesn't look familiar, does it? Not a bit. Sort of does to me, but yeah. Well, anyways, we are away for Christmas. We decided to jump in the new truck and go for a tour to Nova Scotia and see my sister and family for Christmas time, which is nice. So Christmas time is, well, the day is now done and over, but now we're still doing Christmas stuff, right? So, yeah. So we're gonna do some Nova Scotia videos for you while we're out here. I don't know exactly what we're gonna do yet, but I'm sure there'll be some ocean involved. There'll probably be some drone videos involved, although you won't probably see those till I get home and render them. I'm gonna do everything up on my iPhone here, and then I can just use my iMovies and then upload it on their Wi-Fi. So, but anyways, we're just heading into town to get some gas. I'm down just below a quarter tank, and boy oh boy, you want to talk efficiency. I thought the EcoBoost probably would have been pretty good to drive out here, and I was going to drive it out here until I heard that banging noise again. That's why we ended up dealing before we left. And got the rush cap on, as you saw before we left. But anyways, we got out here. I filled up at one station somewhere in Quebec area, and it was $68. I was down, didn't really need to fill up. I was just down about a half a tank. So I'm like, oh well, we've got to stop for PPs, and we'll stop and get some fuel too. So that was $68. We drove through to Edmundston, New Brunswick. Stayed there the night. I went and got gas in the morning. It was $93, and I'm still sitting where I am now. So we got here on well, what's 93 plus? You guys can figure that out. My math isn't too good, but it's like 160 or 80 bucks or whatever it was to get here. And that's give me a sec here. I can find that out. A little less than 20, no, sorry, about 1800K roughly. So I've got 1917, but we drove around a little bit here, so well, that's actually pretty close, probably about 1900 roughly. So we did get a little bit turned around in Quebec. So, but anyways, so 100 and like we'll say 80 bucks to drive here. That's pretty good. My old Buick Allure was about $380. Mind you, gas was a little more expensive then, but we were buying gas for just over $1 a liter, I think, and that was about $1.20 a liter when we did that stuff. So, but oh, sorry, I don't pick up hitchhikers, even though you're kind of cute. But anyways, no, I'm just kidding. I can't do that. She probably got guns in her purse there and stuff. I do feel real bad for people not picking up hitchhikers, you know, but it's really dangerous, and it's really dangerous to be hitchhiking. That she doesn't know anything about me, right? I could be some kind of creepazoid or whatever, and you never know. Never see of her again, right? I'd never do that, but vice versa, I don't know about her either, right? So, ooh, there's a nice frozen lake. Let's go skating on that. It's been cold out here. It's like minus 11 right now, so it's actually colder here than at home right now, but their weather is weird out here. It could be real cold this day, and then tomorrow it's like 13 degrees. That's how it was just before we got here, so yeah. But anyways, we'll just do a little jaunt here to the gas station. There's another big lake there. That's not ocean. We'll see some ocean later on if it warms up at all. We might just do store shopping today, but we want to do some sea glassing, which is like tide washes in a bunch of glass, and you can find some real rare stuff and pirate ship stuff kind of thing, or you know, sunken ship stuff will wash up too. Spoons and knives and stuff, all that kind of, you never know, right? So we want to do a bit of that. What else are we going to do while we're here? Halifax here itself, man, it has gotten huge. Holy crap, since we were here last, and that's about 3 or 4 years ago now. My goodness, the holy cow, the housing going up, and they actually have an IKEA here now. You know, the furniture flat packed furniture place. They got one of those here. IKEA. I'm like, really? holy cow, that's cool. They have a Princess Auto here, and they're getting a new Princess Auto here, and I don't even have one. Anyways, what can you do? So that's kind of cool. I don't know if we're going to look at those. We were to the IKEA already. We went and had we went to have lunch, actually, because of their Swedish meatballs, and their cafeteria is pretty awesome. So we went and had that already, but yeah, so... But what else? We're going to be at the gas station here fairly soon. It's like 9 kilometers away, just to the gas station. But I was going to go the other way and do a little ocean tour of it, but it's so freaking cold out today. I don't really want to get out. So I'm I'm Canadian and used to the cold, but oh man, I'm not used to the cold, if you know what I mean. So, but there's a couple little communities on the way here that we go through. I don't think we've been through any of them yet. They live, it's not really a community, it's more like a subdivision, I guess, that's supposed to put into the bush. And the rocks, the rocks here. Oh, holy. So, yeah. But anyways, I think we're in one little community here called Harrietsfield. Kind of a neat little spot. They just have like these little villagey things, right? And then all of a sudden it doesn't really look like it changes, but then all of a sudden you're into something different again. So, but I don't know. Fairly soon here's probably going to be all one. There's a trailer park we just passed. Crap, can't see it now. It's back on the left side. You might see a bit of it here in a second. Yeah, it's where Trailer Park Boys was filmed. Some of it. Not all of it though. There's other spots around here that they've filmed that, but this is one of the spots. Another spot I think is further to the north. What would that be? Northwest. There's another trailer park I think that they used more of, but that was part of it there. So I think in the earlier days it wasn't so much the newer stuff they're doing now. But Trailer Park Boys is Canadian, unfortunately. It's a good show, but it's very bad if you've ever seen it. And Canadian, and most of them are from around here, Nova Scotia area, so it's kind of neat. John Dunsworth, who has passed away there a few years ago, lives around here on the ocean somewhere, so yeah, him and his daughter were in that. It's kind of cool. So when they build houses here and stuff, they have to do a lot of blasting because of the rock to blast you out a foundation. I know one guy along here, he actually has a septic system that was drilled into the foundation, and they kind of built a tank into the rock. It's kind of crazy, but ooh, excavators and backhoes. I could drive those a lot. All John Deere stuff too. Sweet. Almost looks like they're auctioning that. But yeah, just houses along here. It's quite a long stretch. I don't know how long we've been going now, like 8 minutes. I haven't been driving that fast, so they drive. And these corners, see these turns? It's like, holy crap! This one actually isn't too bad, but some of them are. And they just drive like crazy out here. I'm like, I don't feel comfortable driving like 90 around a corner like this. And the speed limit is 60, but you know, some of them are like right on your butt the whole time. I got nobody here because it's so early out. It's like, well, it's not early, which is funny. It's 9:30 in the morning, and there's a few cars out, but it's still like everybody's sleeping, I guess. Holidays, right? So, but some days I come out and I'm like, wow, there's nobody out here. What the heck? They're still sleeping. But anyways, so yeah, we're actually heading towards the city of Halifax now. If I went the other way, we would have headed towards like the fisheries and down by the water. So here's the actual Halifax sign here. Halifax. So lucky the other day there I got a call. We were getting really close to leaving. We left like 2 days before Christmas. Here's the gas station here we'll stop at. We left like 2 days before Christmas, and it's like, oh man. He gave me a call for the cap on the truck, and he's like, oh yeah, we got it in. I'm like, oh, can I come get it? Because I didn't have a cap on the truck. I'm like, we have nowhere to put luggage that's going to be dry. And you see in the videos there, she's been dry, so that's good. Been happy with that. So we'll save ourselves a wee bit here. Oh, and that one's out of order. Of course. Could probably go to that one there, that's all right. So Irving gas stations, there's a big family here named Irving that they do gas stations, and I think they do a bunch of other things here too. I can't really remember, so we'll go give her a drink. It's gonna probably be a fairly big drink because we are down pretty good here. We'll be right on back. Okay, I guess really I should be calculating that fill up too for the total trip. So we're $262 for the entire trip because I started full, I filled up twice, and then this would sort of count too, I guess. So it was a little more than I thought it was, but that's still pretty good for driving almost 2,000 kilometers. Not quite 2,000 kilometers. I was averaging about 11.9-ish, 8-ish liters per 100 kilometers. I'm not too sure what that is converted for miles per gallon, but boy oh boy, I'd like to do a little shot of the ocean for you, but I just can't remember the best way now to get there. I'm gonna have to look at my maps. Hang on a sec, we'll get there. Okay, I think we're on the right road. Whoa, almost dropped you. The sun's really low in the sky right now, so it's a bit of a glare for you, but I do apologize for that. We'll eventually get out of that. But I noticed one thing, if any of you guys that have these new Fords, 2018-ish and around there, I noticed one thing that I might have to look at too on this, when it's right full. So we just filled up until it clicked off, right? Kink. As soon as you drive, you can hear something like banging around in the tank. I don't know if it's a float or what, but it's got to be right full. As soon as you get it down a bit, it goes away. But I can actually like push the truck and I hear bang, 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 bang. I should have done it at the gas station. You could have heard it, but I'm sure we'll hear it later on. But it sounds like something's loose in an axle, but it's not, because it goes away after the tank goes down. So that makes me think there's something in the tank that's having problems. But one little quirk there. But other than that, there is a couple recalls I have to look after doing whenever we get back with the heater, block heater thingy or something. If you plug it in, it could catch fire and stuff like that. So oh, that's getting warm in here. I gotta turn some heat now. But yeah, so what do we got here? Machineries. It's hard for you guys to see, it's so bright. Anyways, machineries. And we're gonna get out to the ocean here eventually. It's gonna take a few minutes. We got a little bit of driving here to do. And we'll have a quick look at the ocean, see if there's any ships coming and going. There was one anchored out there that was anchored apparently for the holiday, but they're probably gone. I think today was what the app said. I can't really remember now, but he might still be there. A big container ship, but there's some big construction out there blasting and rock. There's some neat ice sculptures. Oh, you can't quite see it because it's too bright. Okay, well, let's get to the ocean here. Fair bit of ocean layer. There's a lookout along here. I can't just remember how far along it is, but you can actually get right up to it. There's no houses around. I see one boat out there. Little guy. Don't see that container ship, so they must have gone. It was a German container ship. Big one. Ooh, huge. It looks funny out there because I guess they are so huge, and the water's huge and it's huge, and I don't know, it just messes me up. But you see a little boat out there, it's like, oh yeah, that's just a little boat. But you look at that, it's like, oh, that doesn't look into proportion. But anyways, so we're just whipping along into the sun. And geez, I just can't remember now exactly where it is. So yeah, I'm kind of thinking the 10-speed automatic transmission has been contributed. Oh, we might be coming up to here. There's some ocean for you. Get out here and look in a second if this is it. Yeah, the 10-speed automatics really contributed to the good fuel mileage. Well, there's a bit of ocean out there. I don't think this is the lookout though. No, it's further along. Someone built a house right there, of course. Super nice location for a house, and there sure isn't many of them left here now. There's tons of shoreline that's undeveloped here though, like tons. Like if I gave it a percentage from, I would say, looking at the Google Maps anyways, I would say it's probably like maybe 2% that's actually been built on, kind of thing. There's tons and tons and tons all the way around Nova Scotia on the outskirts of the
you know, that haven't been touched yet. So because there's no roads to them, it's basically here and what would that be? Southwest of us here now. There's just like bush like this, like just bush. So it's amazing how much has not been touched out here yet. But Halifax, yeah, it's a bit crazy in there now. I don't know where the city is, right? But boy, this isn't a very good shot for you because I thought that was it there. No, someone's coming into the sun here, so not a very good shot. Maybe we'll just kind of go that way more. People have boats and stuff out here. There's quite a thing there. Anyways, I don't know if you can see that or not. But there is not much out on the water today. Wow. As I look out there, I don't see much. So, geez, we've got to be coming up to it here soon. I'm just not 100% sure. Someone's got their laundry out? No, flags. Don't know what that is. But anyways, kind of like all this. Well, there's a driveway there, but there's a lot. Oh, there's one for sale. Sweet! Should buy that. If I had money to buy it. My sister was telling me though that they do have a lot of trace uranium in their water out here from the rock. It's natural, occurs in the rock, right? So uranium's not really that good for you. Yeah, because of all the rock, there's quite a bit of trace uranium and stuff. So fairly decent water though. Other than that, though, really, you know, for being around all this salt, you think you'd drill down and get salt water, but it's actually fairly good water. So you can buy a fair chunk of rock out here fairly cheap too if you wanted to get into the real estate. Basically gonna be an investment, I think, for yourself. I don't know if you'd actually cash in like 10 years too much on a piece of rock out here. But I should get going here. I guess it is 70. Freaking goose getting me out here on that rock even. Fake one. I don't think we're too far away from it now. I remember she brought us down here the other day and that wasn't too far off that goose. So this is like a little pull-off park thingy. It's a neat little spot. When it's really violently wavy out there, we'll say it's not like a California wave where you can surf it, but violent enough that there's big, huge boulders down there that are loose that you can hear banging together, and man, it is quite a noise. I don't know if we'll hear that on this trip or not because it's not really supposed to be super wicked bad out here, but yeah, wicked cool noise though. But anyways, we should be getting here soon, and there is a fishery down here and a bit of a pier and stuff you can walk it on. I don't know if I'll do that today. Should kind of go back. I've been out longer than I should have been. Yeah, I think I gotta keep going here. Hopefully I went the right way. Pretty sure I did. But anyways, once we get to this lookout, we'll have to stop and have a lookout. Alrighty, I think we made her. I got a little turned around, I'll admit that. But we made her. We'll get out here and have a look around, see if we can see any boats. I don't see any right now. No, I don't see any boats in visual sight anyways. There's a marker out there, but there's I think this is a lobster boat. My sister was telling me yesterday. Lobster boat coming this way. So maybe wait till he comes by. Apparently they have started to set lobster traps here, and they usually don't go out too far because, you know, the deeper they are, the more line you gotta have, right? So, which totally makes sense. So let's have a walk down through here on the rocks, lots of rocks, good foundation. So yeah, she's a bit swirly today, but not we've seen it come up onto these rocks before, you know, and this is probably 30 feet higher maybe here, kind of, sort of, but pretty quiet today. Oh, he is going to be all day coming this way. I don't know if we can maybe just get a zoom in. There he is, he's heading this way actually. So pick me up, go lobster fishing, bud.
Probably not. But yeah, this is a lot of cruise ships and stuff come in here, and a lot of container ships, oil ships used to, I think, come in, but they've shut that refinery down in here, so they don't come in quite as much. But boy, the ocean's always alive, eh? Always alive. Wow. You can see some of these big rocks down here that kind of get pushed and bang together, you know, and you hear that bang. It's like, holy crap, that's loud. Super loud. But, oh, he's slowly coming, but I'm not going to wait that long. I have to get back, so. But anyways, there's just a little bit of the ocean. We'll hopefully get some ships and something coming in. I want to actually drone from here and take a flight out. That's a lot further than you think, though, out there, but you know, I could have gone out and buzzed around this guy and then shot on back, right? That would have been pretty cool, but didn't bring it with me today, so. But it would have been a nice day for it. It's not windy out here. It would have actually been absolutely perfect for it, but oh, that's all right. We need to just go out and, you know, follow him for a wee bit, you know, and then zoom right past. So I might just wait a minute here and see where he goes. He looks like he's kind of coming this way again, but who knows? You never know, right? Sweet, love the ocean. If I can hold it still enough, I think they're setting out traps right at. Just seen one fly out there. They are setting out traps. You can see maybe. Can't zoom in anymore. I wish I had my other camera, but anyways, this one's I'll have to do. See the orange buoy thingies they've got in behind them there. Marking. Whoa, that was a huge turn. Must be out of traps. So yeah, they set a bunch of traps out there today. That's cool. They'll probably leave them a few days. I don't know. Oh, you can see the guys on there. That's pretty cool. Awesome. Good luck, guys. Anyways, we're gonna head her back. Cold out here. Well, that's it for today. We'll do some more videos for you and stuff. Guess those guys are going to deeper waters. Maybe he kind of didn't like where he was there, but he set quite a few traps there, so that's kind of cool. But anyways, we'll catch you all later. Thanks again for watching, and you guys have a good day.